Hello survivors, welcome to another video, and in this video we're going to be looking at the Broken Heart event, and it is a triple part of this event. Is obviously a roadmap, a museum collection and a wheel, so it's the big three. I did originally set my alarm for I can't remember, nearly 2 AM this morning. My alarm went off, I looked at my tablet and I was just like, nah, and I normally set 3 alarms. I just turned them all off and went back to bed. I wasn't really feeling to get up and make a video. I would have probably just been really disappointed, because this has actually taken me a long time to record. I've recorded this a couple of times and my recording has messed up once, and also I had to restart the recording another time, and if that would have happened in the morning and I wanted to go to bed, I would have been pulling my hair out. But anyway, all's good. All's good now. We're going to check out the roadmap, and I have done a breakdown of this roadmap, and I don't think I've been able to do this in the morning. As you can see, the cost of the roadmap is Act 1 being 39 energy for the entire of Act 1. 200 hearts are rewarded, or left-sided. It's the left side of the heart that you get rewards on the roadmap. Act 2 is 47 energy with 400s, and left heart's roadmap is 86 energy for the entire thing. Total reward is 600 left heart pieces. If you do it for 5 days, you get 3,000. If you do it for 7 days, potentially won't last 7 days, but if you do it for 7 days, it's 4,200. Potentially it will only be 6 days, so 3,600. And that is the thing, because if we go to the museum, as you can see, there are 4 hand-ins. You can only redeem each one once. That is something to note. And the pieces that you need are from the roadmap, for the left-hand side pieces, and from the right-hand side pieces are from raiding. Now the ones from raids are a bit easier to manage because it's down to just farming, and this is from, I think this is from 8 raids, so it isn't too hard. There is a raid tournament coming this week as well, so you should be fine as if you're dropping cans on that. You should be able to do it with 3 energy, if I'm honest. If you do it with the 6 energy when you wake up and the 6 energy before you go to bed, you should be absolutely fine to keep up with these left-sided ones. The left-sided ones are the bottleneck effectively, but you can't claim more than 4 anyway, so as much as they are the bottleneck, realistically the collections themselves are bottlenecks, and so 4,000 of these left-handed heart pieces are the most you can get anyway. Now when you claim these collections, as you can see, it's Broken Heart 1, Broken Heart 2 and 3, and then there's a premium Broken Heart collection, and we'll look at all of these. You have to start off with Broken Heart 1 because the rewards you get a pen, and obviously you're going to guess this, the pen you need to hand in for Broken Heart Collection 2, and then in Broken Heart Collection 2 you get another reward. You also get 1,000 of these tokens that you can spend on the wheel, and it is 1,000 tokens per pull on the wheel. The pulls on the wheel are pretty good, but we will look into that in just a second. So here we go to Broken Heart 2, and here's the pen required, and the Broken Heart pieces are exactly the same. So as long as you keep up with the roadmap for 5 days, you should be able to do 3 pulls. 5 days equals 3 pulls. The 4th pull is if you do for 7 days. If it lasts for 7 days, you need extra pieces as well, which we're going to look at. Anyway, you hand this in, you get an envelope and a 4-star trainer and the 1,000 tokens. Now for the 3rd one, you need the envelope for the 5-star trainer. So as long as you get the 3,000 pieces from the roadmap and 3,000 pieces from raiding, you should be able to get the first 3, which is the 3-star, 4-star and 5-star trainer. You also get a 3-star and a 4-star trainer every single day that you complete the roadmap. So you're closing in on 20 trainers just from the roadmap and the collection. The most obviously beneficial one will be Benedict, but that's where the free-to-play element finishes. This part will rely either on bags, just for the envelope and the pen. Again, you can still get the right-hand side pieces from raids. Now the left-hand side pieces, you might not be able to get the last 400 because it might only last 6 days, which is 3,600. If it lasts the 7th day, you'll be able to get all 4,200, but if it doesn't, you'll have to get the other 400 somehow, again, probably from a bag or something. But they could be in event rewards. This does overlap the next region war, not cross region war, but just a normal region war. So they could be part of prizes in that, in terms of first place could get a pen and an envelope in region war, or they could be part of milestones. Who knows? I've got no idea how they're gonna reward the pens and envelopes. But you would get a Lilith and you would get an extra pull. Effectively, what you could do is say the pens are part of the milestone, and the envelope, and say you only get 50k in war and you only get a pen. You could skip getting Benedict, so not handing in your envelope with Benedict, and skip over to Lilith. You could potentially do that. If you were to only get an envelope and not a pen, you could skip Brady and Benedict and use the pen for Lilith. Now, I would say that one is probably not worth doing, just because you would actually get one less pull on the wheel, because you would only get 2,000 of these tokens. And we'll just go and look at the wheel now. And the wheel is actually pretty decent. There aren't too many Duff prizes, as you can see. There's a 5-star trainer in Benedict, so that's the sentence fodder. There's a 2-star Aiden, which is of course a universal rush trainer. And then we have a Lilith, which again is a rush trainer for just legendary characters. But Aiden and Lilith basically should be used for exactly the same thing. You shouldn't use Aiden's for anything else but 6 stars realistically. Ulysses is a universal active skill trainer, and he's probably obviously the one of the rarest like trainers in the game. These trait active skill trainers are actually rarer, but at the same time they do the same job. That's the worst prize you can get, is these trait active skill trainers. Obviously one of each type: alert, tough, fast, and strong. And if you get unfortunate and you get the one that you don't need, for instance, you get the tough guy here, Trevor, and you're running a strong team, I wouldn't worry too much, because eventually, you're probably going to have one of each type of legendary character eventually. Free to play, given out Dwight, Ezekiel, Wyatt. So that's 3 different traits. They haven't given out an alert just yet. Hopefully they do sometime. But these are the, I'm hoping, my main problem is I'm hoping that they actually make traits much more worth raising, because at the moment I don't think active skills are more worth raising, because I've seen active skills go off when the person's already affected by the same debuff. I've seen Shivas use their stun when they haven't raised their stun, so it's only a 1-turn stun on someone who's got a 1-turn stun already. It doesn't make any sense. I don't think active skills work very well. On attack, when you've got a lot of control, active skills are great. You can decide exactly when you want to do it. It makes perfect sense. On defense, active skills don't work properly, in my opinion. They actually, like, defending is hard enough, but if someone's using an active skill instead of attacking to get their rush up, it's even worse. It's so hard. So I don't normally raise the active skills of my characters unless they've got a really, really good active skill. And I think the only character that I've got that's actually got a guaranteed is useful active skill is Wyatt in his taunt. I think that's probably the best one that is possible. The only time I've seen this happen as well, he can taunt someone who's already confused by Shiva. So I mean, it isn't as useful in that situation, I guess, but that's the way it is. Hopefully they look into active skills in the future. I did say that active skills when 6 stars were originally released are not great, but in terms of this event, I think the Death Letters event was probably better. I do prefer more pulls, even if you've got a lot of chances of getting stuff that isn't as useful. At least you've got a lot of stuff. I like the guarantee in this, in terms of it being a minimum you're going to get is a trait active skill trainer. You could potentially get an Aiden, Lilith, Benedict, Ulysses. But more pulls is better. It is a very short event. I don't mind them mixing it up now and again. I really hope they bring back like the gateway structure in the future, which was quite a lot like the Death Letters event actually, but the only difference is that there was a spectacular reward, and the spectacular reward on the Death Letters event was, what is it, an epic crate with 8 Benedicts in it, which is really nice, which is sick, but at the same time it's just like, it isn't the same as getting a character. Characters are like the best thing in this game, and I have got an idea about how they could introduce characters in another way. I'll try and get that video out sometime. I'm being very lazy with that, but that's the end of this video. Just make sure you keep raiding, make sure you keep doing the roadmap. I'd say at the very least do it for 5 days, so you get 3,000 left heart pieces. Now I'd probably do it as much as you can, because you never know, you could just get lucky. But that is the end of this video, guys. Tell me what you think. Tell me your thoughts on this. Do you think this is a good event? Are you going to do this event? The trainers are useful. Even if you don't need them right now, they're useful. Eventually they'll be useful. But like I said, this is the end of the video. See you very soon. Take care. And as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.